Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. This is my PlayStation 5 collection as of January 3rd, 2023. I got a stack right there, and I have this thing full of games. I have a little bit of everything. Some of the, must-have first-party titles, some third-party titles, some shovelware. Sometimes I'll go to GameStop when they have a buy two, get one free, and I'll just get whatever's cheap and kind of call it a day. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and quit talking. Some of these are sealed still because I didn't open them. A lot of the limited run games I do not open. Usually I have them already digitally. So, for example, here is Martha is Dead. This is still sealed. This is not an official limited run title. This was only distributed by them. It looks like it is a horror game. This one, I have not really played it, but it says it's a first-person psychological thriller. And for whatever reason, I was like, you know what? Usually all these horror games end up getting higher in price. So I went ahead and picked it up. Distributed limited run game. So that one is not a limited. Here's Demon Turf. This one's also sealed. This was from limited run. This one is a numbered. This one's number 22 for the PlayStation 5 collection. I thought it looked pretty cool. It has a cool little like kawaii anime type of front cover art. This one looks like it's a 3D platformer. This literally says 3D platformer with attitude. This is one that I have not played. But again, with the limited run games, I like to leave them sealed. That's just how I am when it comes to collecting them. Now, Legends, I just picked this one up at GameStop. It was on clearance, actually, for like 18 bucks. And then on top of that, they took like an additional 20% off clearance games. So I was like, all right, you can't beat that. A brand new game for 20 bucks. Not bad. It's a racing game. I'm not that good at racing games, but collecting these PlayStation 5 games can be addictive. There's just something about piling them up and checking them off your list. I use like a little game collecting app on the iPhone. I just like it. I get addicted to it. Now, Life is Strange, True Colors. I played this one on Xbox. I have like all of it on Xbox, but I went ahead and bought this one because this one was also on clearance for like 18 bucks with an additional 20% off. So far in the game, I haven't completed it, but I did live stream it about a year ago almost. I liked what I saw here. I really did. So, you know what? I went ahead and double dipped on it for the PlayStation 5. I don't know if there's cross progression, so my achievements and trophies match up. Another one that I got for sale, Farming Simulator 22. The only Farming Simulator game that I played was the one on the Switch that came out like in 2017, the Nintendo Switch edition of Farming Simulator. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick this one up. This one also came with like bonus DLC. Has like a track pack or something like that. We'll check it out. I genuinely suck at Farming Simulator past the tutorial. Now we got Stray. This one was sent to me from I Am 8-Bit. This was on PlayStation Plus Premium as a monthly game. And I downloaded it, checked it out. I beat it twice. I platinumed the game, actually. So I really enjoyed it. I Am 8-Bit sent me a physical release copy. It also came with the sleeve. The dust sleeve is somewhere over there. But if you haven't played Stray, this was a contender for Game of the Year. So check it out. It was actually a lot of fun. I have a limited run game, Shantae and the Seven Sirens. This is limited run 7 on the PlayStation 5. If you haven't played the Shantae games, they're retro style classic platforming games with this genie character. Very good, a lot of fun. These games usually pick up in price. I think the Game Boy Advance Shantae or the Game Boy Color Shantae game is like hundreds of dollars at this point. And I know that the Switch version of some of these games are up as well. So I went ahead and double dipped. I have this on Switch, I believe. I have some of the Shantae games on Switch, but I double dipped because why not, right? Why not? Now, God of War Ragnarok, this one just came out not too long ago. What can I say? It's God of War. It's God of War. It's awesome. You play as Kratos. You have his son. And awesome. So got the God of War. Astronaut, this one was sent to me by the developer. They wanted me to go ahead and make a video about it. I made one not too long ago. This is a 1-bit Metroidvania game. It has very minimalistic looking graphics, chiptune sounds, things like that. It's a pretty fun little game. I like it. I'm going to dive more into it, but this is an example of an indie game getting a physical release that I think you guys should definitely check out. Support indie games. Tribes of Midgard. Picked this one up for very cheap at GameStop. I still have some sticker residue on the top right, but picked it up for like $10. Brand fucking new at GameStop. Looks like a tactical RPG type of game. So definitely will be checking it out. Never heard of it. Nothing like that. Atari 50. I had to buy this. It's 50 years of Atari. This also came out on the other consoles, but I couldn't find it on Xbox. Couldn't find it on Switch. I walked into GameStop and saw this one. The only copy they had for the PS5. Got it for $20. And it was like a week out. It was like a week after its launch. This dropped in price pretty quickly, but you get a good amount of games. More than 100 playable games, 2600, 7800, arcade, Jaguar. It's a perfect compilation. There's also a really good documentary of the history of Atari on it. So feel free to check it out. I like it. Here's another Shantae game. This is Pirate's Curse. This is limited run number 5 for the PlayStation Collection. Again, it's a retro style platformer game where you play as the purple-haired genie Shantae. They're very fun. Trust me, they're really good games. WayForward did a good job. Now we got 3D Mini Golf Remastered. Here's a example of a shovelware title. These games are like $9 or less at GameStop. So if you want some games to get physically for your PlayStation 5, there's this. There's Panda Hero. There's like winter games, summer games. There's a few of them. They're like $9 each. $8.99, I think, if they're pre-owned. So yeah, good little filler title. Who doesn't like mini golf, right? Who doesn't like mini golf? I got Tales of Arise for like $18. I remember this was expensive for quite a bit. It's a JRPG looking video game. Don't know much about it, but I've heard some good things. Some of my buddies in my group chat have mentioned about it. So we'll be checking it out. I heard great things about it. Now, next up, I got Human Fall Flat. I have this physically on the Nintendo Switch. So Human Fall Flat is an interesting game. You play as like a little white character that like falls very easy and you have to get like through the levels and stuff. I have it on Switch. This, I got it as part of like a buy two, get one free at GameStop. So I was like, why not? You know, let's pick it up on the PlayStation 5. Didn't even know it got ported over to the PS5. Now the next two I got Judgment and Lost Judgment. These are part of the Yakuza series. If you played Yakuza, this is very similar. You play as a detective that has to like solve crime. This also includes DLC on most of these. These have gone down in price. They're like $20 each. Very good fucking games. You'll get your money's worth playing these. These are like RPG detective thriller stories that take place in Japan. If you like Yakuza, you'll like Judgment. Very underrated series. I didn't get to play Judgment until it got ported over to next gen, so I'm glad I did because I got to experience them and see them for myself. So that is already 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17 PS5 games just in that stack, and we still have this huge thing that I got holding these games. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go one by one down the line. As a matter of fact, we'll go from the bottom up. So I got this game called Alphadia Genesis. This is from Limited Run. This is Limited Run number 8. It's a fantasy RPG. Has like neo-retro graphics. It's a callback to like previous gen, you know, old school RPG games. Kemco does a lot of them. Shantae, Half Genie Hero. This one's probably my favorite one out of the 3 that I have. Again, same type of game. Lots of fun. We got River City Girls. It's like a spin-off of River City Ransom from the NES. You play it. It's a beat 'em up. This was also on Game Pass not too long ago, so I double dipped and I got this one. Kept it sealed. This is number 10 of Limited Run. We got Haven. I believe this one was also a limited run. Yeah, number 11. I have this digitally on the PlayStation 5. They sent me a code, and I went ahead and picked this up. I get addicted to these PlayStation 5 releases on limited run. For a while, I was doing the Switch ones as well. There's just something about collecting them that I'm addicted to, even if I keep them sealed. And I know there was like a neck beard a while ago, as I have a beard right here. There was some weird neck beard on my channel. Oh, you think you look cool by keeping your game sealed? It's a person's prerogative. It's a collector's prerogative to keep stuff sealed or to do what they want with it. I prefer to keep the limited run stuff. This is one that was number 12 from the limited run, by the way. Blood Rain, Betrayal, Fresh Bites, and I think this includes multiple games on it. Maybe one or two. I don't know, but it's like a cool little old school type of platformer. Now we got WWE 2K22 with Rey Mysterio on the cover. I actually enjoyed this game a lot. Streamed it a few times, reviewed it, made a lot of content, and then I just kind of like burnt out from playing it. But I think this game was definitely worth checking out. This redeemed the 2K series as a whole. We got Watch Dogs Legion. I know people didn't like this game. For me, it was all right. I'm actually in the end of the game. Now, you could actually control any character in this game, which is what makes it interesting. You could just control any NPC. You can hack stuff. It's like an open world game. Similar to GTA, but probably not as polished. I did like the first Watch Dogs. Hadn't played the second one. Played this one. This one was okay. This one's really cheap. You can get this for less than like $15 at GameStop used. Sometimes new. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. I double dipped. I have this physically on Switch as well. The Ultimate version has all the DLC characters like Rambo in them. It's Mortal Kombat, and it's fucking awesome. We got Just Dance 2021. I need to get 2022 and 2023 physically. I have them both digitally, but yeah, I'll play this with the kids. My nieces. They love to dance. We got Terminator Resistance. This was actually the first limited run game for PS5. I missed out on it, but I went ahead and found out that there was a PAL distributor making physical copies of the PAL version of this game. Now, it sounds like it's loose in there. I don't know. I'm not going to open it, but you can see this is the PAL version. This ain't the limited run version. It was on sale on Amazon like a year or two ago, so I picked it up. I was like, all right, you know, the PlayStation 5 is region free. We got Subnautica Below Zero. This was gifted to me from a viewer of the channel, which thank you. This is another cheap game that you can get for like $10. It's a lot of fun. You go underwater and you explore. Spider-Man Miles Morales. This was like the first physical game I got for the PlayStation 5. I bought this like day one when I got my PS5. It just plays like Spider-Man. In fact, this one comes with the digital edition of Spider-Man Remastered. Great open world game. We also have another Shantae game here. Risky's Revenge. Director's Cut. You gotta love the cover art of Shantae, right? That is limited run number 4. Now we got Sackboy. If you like 3D platforming games, you haven't played Sackboy Big Adventure, I highly recommend it. There's some cool stuff. Cool music. Bruno Mars is in here. You gotta like it. Returnal. This was a tough roguelike type of game. This made me rage quit on stream because I can't get past that first boss. I can't get past it. But yeah, it's really good. Resident Evil Village. A lot of people don't like this game. I personally loved it. It's actually probably one of my top like 4 Resident Evil games ever made. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. I haven't played the DLC yet, but I plan on it. Ratchet and Clank, another 3D platformer game that I can absolutely recommend. That's game Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. I do have the first Puyo Puyo on the Nintendo Switch. Physically, I actually have a Japanese version and an American version. And I have it digitally. So I've double dipped into the first Puyo Puyo. I bought this one on the PS5. It was very cheap. I think I got this for a buy 2 get 1 free sale. Check it out if you haven't. I like puzzle games. I like Tetris. I suck at Puyo Puyo. MLB The Show. This was like $10 when I bought it. Came on Game Pass also. But I bought it just because it was cheap, and I'm always hyped up. Like Jane, some of my friends always hype up Puyo Puyo. I mean, Shady Jane, a couple of my friends always hype up the show for me every year. So I was like, all right, you know what? We'll check it out. Now, the next one, I feel this game was severely underrated, underappreciated. It is Immortals Phoenix Rising. Definitely a great game. It's a huge 3D open world exploration game. Plays a lot like Assassin's Creed, and if Breath of the Wild had a baby. It's cheap. You can get it anywhere. It's also on Game Pass. Hitman 3. This was my first Hitman game to play, and I absolutely loved the amount of variety that you can do in this game, the amount of different ways that you can complete all the levels and do your kills and stuff. Challenging at first, but pretty rewarding once you get used to it. The next one is one of the best indie games ever made. We got Hades. I always mispronounce it, and it triggers a lot of you guys. So I do that on purpose now. But Hades, definitely a great indie hack and slash, like rogue type of game. Love it. Check it out. Godfall. I've only played a little bit of this. Since then, they made like a different type of edition that has like a different cover. It's another game that's kind of like a roguelike. They had a lot of those when the PlayStation 5 first came out. This one kind of flew under the radar. A lot of people kind of didn't like it. It had a mixed reaction. To me, it was just okay. We got Ghost Runner. This one actually, I have not played. This one's still sealed. Heard a lot of good things about Ghost Runner as well. I think this is a hard, like, roguelike type of game as well. I need to check it out. Now, I have the Last Laugh bundle. This is just a DLC code for Fortnite. It comes in a physical case, so I keep it still. It literally just gives you Joker, Poison Ivy, and King Midas, and a few things. I got this for cheap. It was like on sale for like Black Friday. We have Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. I also have a PlayStation 4 version of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but this includes the DLC, and it has updated next-gen graphics. So, awesome. If you haven't played Remake, I love it. It's not a one-to-one remake of the original. They basically changed the story up a little bit, and I love what they did with it. Now we got Elden Ring, Game of the Year. Fucking hands down, amazing game. If you play any of the Souls games, you're going to like this. I need to go back to this. I was getting on a roll on it, warming up to how the controls were, and then I just stopped. I need to get back to this game. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. I've only played a little bit of this game. I need to go back and finish it. I like it. It plays kind of like Bayonetta. As a matter of fact, I think some of the same people worked on it that made it. We also have, speaking of Souls games, Demon Souls. Again, I haven't had too much experience with Souls games, but Demon Souls Remake is actually really good. They made it back from the ground up on this, so definitely recommend you guys check it out. Deathloop. I played this on Game Pass, but my PlayStation 5 version is still sealed. Got a good deal on it. Got it for like $10, I think. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Curve Space. I found this random game at GameStop. Curve Space for like $8. So I picked it up. I still have it sealed, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to check it out. Chris Tales. I think I played this on Switch. Chris Tales. I went ahead and picked it up. Really cheap. It's like a JRPG 2D type of game on the PlayStation 5. I think I have a poster in here. Yeah, it came with like a poster and a manual and stuff like that. So I was like, all right. Now, this next game gets a lot of hate. And I picked it up just to fucking have it. Because I know in about 10 years, this game's going to be overpriced. Balan Wonderland or Wonderworld. Made by the creator of Sonic the Hedgehog. People do not like this game. It sucks. It's trash. But you know that means usually in years from now that it's going to be upped in price. Marvel Avengers. I picked up the PlayStation 5 version of it. I've played a little bit of it. It's okay. It's gotten a lot of hate throughout the years because I think they just didn't like how many microtransactions were in it. And also the versions of the characters in the game are just kind of like Wish versions of the Avengers, but I feel that they've made some changes to it. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, this is one of my favorite games out of all the games that I have for Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, and they keep adding on to it. They just made a new DLC update like a month or two ago with a final mission for your character, so definitely get behind that. Now this one, I got this next game because there's a misprint on the label. This is for 3D Billiards, and I already have a copy of 3D Billiards that is correct. I thought I had it. Did I not? I had it like in this stack over here. No, 3D Mini Golf. So this is 3D Billiards, right? But the side says Panda Hero Remastered. And all the copies of this game have that typo. So I picked it up because I'm a weirdo like that. I feel that misprints tend to go like as collector items eventually. So yeah, we got my PlayStation 5 collection. I think I have about 50, if I'm not mistaken, of the PlayStation 5 games. Let me see if I can carry this without dropping it, because I'm going to use this for the thumb. There we go. Cringe thumbnail. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if you're watching this on the second channel, which the second channel I'm going to focus on. Oof, I was so scared of dropping all that. Second channel I'm going to focus on these more laid back videos, pickup videos, collection videos, stuff like that. Try bring a little bit of an old school feel to it for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if there's any games that you have that I don't have that I should pick up. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.